affirmation, I'm not even going to come from a book today. I'm just going to come off the top of my head because when I did the radio show today, one of the hosts was speaking about stillness and being in stillness. It's a beautiful thing when you can hear Spirit's voice. When there's a lot of chaos going on around you, whether it's a job, children, mate, spouse, and sometimes it's hard for me to slow down when I hear Spirit's voice. Though this video is about listening to your inner self, whatever spirit is for you. I call it my higher self because I believe that I am the God that I speak to every day, my higher self. I'm a multi-dimensional being. I have to know when I'm communicating with my lower self, that's where all of the earthly, worldly stuff can get me, the woes of life and, anxiety, depression, oh, I got to pay my bills, or just whatever life might try to throw at you. I realize when I come from my higher level of thinking, when I come from that higher part of me, everything seems small. Even the things, and spirit will even send me things. I'll be like, okay, spirit be like, okay, you think you think you got it under control now as far as, being able to balance your emotions, alchemizing your energy. And I'll be like, yeah, I got it now. And spirit was like, okay, we're going to throw you a curveball. And so they'll throw me a curveball, whether it's a noisy neighbor, it could be a person that just said something rude to me at the grocery store, it could be somebody swerving in front of me in traffic. They'll give me something to see. They'll give me something so that I can see if I can keep that perfect peace, regardless of what's going on around me. And yes, I have shown that I can do that. And so now I'm graduating to the next level. It's kind of like a fly or a gnat that's just, you're doing your homework, or you're writing a book and it's a fly or a gnat just keeps buzzing around and, giving you the business. And, are you going to get mad at the fly for being a fly, or are you going to get mad at the gnat, for sitting where it's at? I had to understand for myself, where I was really truly healed at, in the areas that I was really truly healed, in the areas that I really still needed some work. And so Spirit has given me situations to where as I can see, it could have went either way. It could have went two different ways. Spirit gave me a couple of situations where it could have went two different ways because there's two different sides of me. And Spirit said, so for the journey that we're about to go on this magical journey you're about to go on, which energy are you going to choose? And I've been given the option to choose my battles wisely, and I have done that. And so at the end of it all, I can say I give myself a huge high five in 2025. I give myself a huge high five in 2025 because I have shown myself that I have grown. It's not that I'm just saying that I have grown. I have shown myself that I have grown, and that, the things that are beneath me, that's where they stay, beneath me. They don't get any rise or any type of shine on my stage. And I'm the star of this show. That's why everybody's watching. That's why you're watching, because I'm the star of this show and you are the star of your show. Okay? Sitting in perfect stillness, you can hear Spirit's voice. When you quiet down your mind enough and all the chaotic things that's going on around you, and tap into that higher self, that higher being, because they have a quote that Christians would say, like, what would Jesus do? Anytime I'm going through something, I take myself out of the space that I'm this human, because I'm a spirit having a human experience. I'm not a human having a spiritual experience. I am a spirit having a human experience. I have to look at at all experiences from the perspective of a Godhead, of someone that's in control and actually can mentally alchemize. I can alchemize energies. I can use my magic and my energies and my focus to change situations from that higher part of me. And instead of focusing on the problem, I focus on solutions, because the energy that I'm working in now is a solutionary being. It's a being of solutions. It don't really like to really focus on the problem. It's what is the solution? That's my thing. Even when I'm talking with my nonprofit for single mothers, if I'm talking to one of my single mothers, it's not about me sitting here just listening to all your problems and being a punching bag where you can sit back and just, throw all of your stuff on me. No, what is the solution to this? I can listen so I get an understanding, but I'm thinking about the solution as you're talking. I'm thinking about the solution, not getting all emotionally involved with what you're going through. Because that takes a lot, because especially when you're working with a large amount of people, and everybody has something going on. And so I learned to just be a being of solutions. And I can find those solutions when I sit in stillness, when I'm sitting, actually enjoy that stillness and that peace from within, you know? I've actually found that peace with inside of myself where I can go there. I can go there and meditate, you know? Um, and I'm not allowing energies just to pull me all willy-nilly. So always allow yourself that stillness. You are important enough to and you are special enough and worthy enough to have that for yourself, stillness, so that you can stop and smell the roses, that you can, listen to the river, just sitting by the water and listening to the river, having that much silence in your life that you can hear birds chirping or the wind blowing. Practice stillness. For me, that is a huge thing. It is how I healed myself after my husband passed away. It was how I got through, many obstacles and mountains. I climbed many mountains with stillness and didn't even know I was doing it at the time. Though as Taurus, the bull, a fixed sign, if we don't find that stillness, it can actually drive us crazy. And so Spirit has made sure I had more than enough stillness because I have a purpose and they don't need me doing anything but, being in my purpose. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But you guys, don't be afraid to sit down and have a moment to yourself, light a candle, stand in the mirror. If you have a few minutes, stand in the mirror, allow yourself to look at yourself in all of your beauty and essence and say words of encouragement to yourself on how beautiful you are in all of your ways, in every way, shape, form, or fashion. You are beautiful. And just make it a point to uplift yourself in those still moments. Don't take those still moments to beat yourself down about how you didn't do this right and how your bills still ain't paid. Or take that moment of stillness to applaud yourself for all the things that you have done right and that you are still doing, and encourage and moving forward. If you're watching this video, that means you're moving forward in a way that is going to be beneficial to you, as long as you keep the path and you keep the course, and you stay on, keep your eye on the target, keep your eye on the prize, and everything will start unfolding. And I was, just like I said, and I'll say it in every video, my husband just recently passed away. I made it through all of that, and I'm sitting here today making YouTube videos about the challenges and the changes I went through. So you do make it to the other end. And so, yeah, hopefully that this video was something that resonated with someone. Guys, yeah, take care of you. You're worth it. Because at the end of the day, no matter what they say, in each and every single way, I am royalty. You are royalty. We are royalty, family. And I shall see you in a minute. Ashe.